What I've been doing today is not much because we have some running around to do, but I've been taking care of some of these details. These grease caps on these wheels were too close to the inner race for a regular washer, and they now flush with the inner race. And I was just going to use one of these great big washers on there like that with the cap removed, but I didn't like that. So I was thinking, and I was at the hardware store today, I was looking around. Well, the other day I bought some of these shims and I tried to cut it and came up with these really crappy, untrue, thin on one side, thick on the other side pieces that are just unacceptable. So I ended up with some of these. They're 5/8 inch diameter on the inside and 1 inch on the outside, and they fit real nicely there. However, you have to just take your Dremel tool, which I've already done this one and I've done the other two on the other wheel. This is the last one. Take the cap off and take your Dremel with a little deburring tool and just lightly go around the inside of it, enough to make it to where it doesn't rub on that shim like I'm doing here. And then you test fit it a couple times to make sure you got enough clearance that it won't rub, which that already fell through. Seems to work best on a real slow setting to get the final burrs off. And it's just a plastic, but it'll keep the dust out of your bearing, and any over greasing you might do, it'll retain that so it doesn't fly all over the place and get all over your machine. That's all it's for. Plus it's an aesthetic appearance thing. It actually looks better if it's on there, I think. Still a little more to go. And I go both ways. I know it's cutting one way, but trying to keep it somewhat true to the roundness, so it'll still be functional to an extent. And there it falls through there nicely. Put that back on and you center it, and it sticks out past there just enough to where the frame can butt up to it and give me the clearance I need. Okay, with that being said, what else I've been doing was toying with the motor itself, and I got this chain deflector from Go-Kart Supply. And it's specified for Briggs & Stratton, and this, however, is a Greyhound from Harbor Freight. And the bolt holes don't match up. And even if they were to match up, the mounting brackets are too shallow. Therefore, it would actually it won't reach the bolt holes. It will drag on the clutch and brake. So what I've decided to do is I could weld a tab on and make it fit. But then when you go this way, the width, it's not thick enough to actually cover the chain. The clutch is that wide. So the chain is still exposed, so basically worthless unless I want to add a piece on here. And if I have to do all that modification, I might as well just build one that works, which I have some 1/8 inch steel over there. But what I've opted to do with this, instead of throwing it away, is utilize it for my clutch brake, being as my brake drum did not appear with my order. I'm just going to use it like this. I will weld a piece on there so the mounting holes can fit, and a stem off there to hold the brake band. Bend this up a little bit for the cable retentioner, and cut it off so it's not so obtrusive. It doesn't need to be that long, but that will work nicely. And there you go, Bob's your uncle, as I say. So that's where I'm at with that. And now I'm going to start measuring up on some of the frame pieces. I figured out my width needs to be 8 1/4 inches from side to side. And so I have to measure and cut my piece of my frame. And anyway, I'll show you all about that as I go. But anyway, thanks for watching.